Hello, my name is Sarah Paisley. My service learning project was done on the New Dawn Shelter. They opened almost about 3 years ago. They're affiliated with the Gladwin Free Methodist Church, and their quote is helping people heal and dream anew through God's power. The benefits of this shelter is obviously it provides shelter for the guests that come in. Every guest does have to go through a background check to make sure that there is nothing life-threatening, being that there are other families and stuff that sleep in the same room or obviously in the same household. The volunteers, who do not get paid but do work 24/7, switching on and off shifts, provide daily meals for every guest that is there. The volunteers also help assist the guests in finding employment and future housing. For homeless people, it's really hard for them to find jobs just because they don't have like the proper attire or even any sort of transportation to get to an interview even. And clearly you can't have a house until you have some sort of employment. The volunteers definitely look forward to the opportunity to show and share God's love, especially being that it's affiliated with the Gladwin Free Methodist Church. It's always been the #1 goal from opening this shelter. I've had the privilege of actually being there in the process of it opening, since I do go to this church. The guests get to experience and are educated of other families, which I think is a wonderful thing because they get to learn from other past experiences from the other families, and these guests also get to help in other events, sort of like fundraisers or anything like that, to help them with their work experience. The first thing I partook in was the Thanksgiving dinner, which was November 19th. What we did was the volunteers from the New Dawn Shelter and Gladwin Free Methodist Church, we got together and we made a Thanksgiving dinner for all the homeless shelter guests and their families, since obviously you can't really have families over at the shelter for that many people. So this took place at the Gladwin Free Methodist Church. This was definitely a huge success. So I saw this quote down here by Henry Ford: coming together is the beginning, keeping together is progress, working together is success. Another thing that was a success was the fish fry that took place on December 8th, which was a Friday. This was a fundraiser for the New Dawn Shelter. All of the food and the electricity and everything, that's paid for through donation and offering during Sunday morning and anything like that. So this fundraiser definitely raised a lot of money for the New Dawn Shelter. It was a wonderful event. I met this wonderful old lady who was just so enlightening, and she really encourages those who want to volunteer, you know. So it was just nice to see someone like her partaking in such an event. Here you can see one of the rooms that families will stay in, whether it's a mixed family or the same family, depending on how many are in that family. So they definitely get pretty close since they're in close tight quarters. So I would definitely say that sociology is very prominent in this situation. Having to learn about one another and grow together is almost like they're a huge united family. So it's very close. If you do know anyone that needs a home or have seen anyone on the side of the road, please feel free to contact this number. They are so open to having new people at their home. Like I said, everyone goes through a background check, but I don't think anyone actually has been turned away. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed this slideshow.